Hi, hello, and welcome back to F1 Challenge Career Mode. My name is Mephisto, and today we're heading off to Monaco for round 7 of the 2003 Formula 1 season. Let's get started.
Located within the urban setting of Monte Carlo, the claustrophobic Monaco street circuit is essentially a never-ending sequence of hairpin turns and chicanes with no margin for error. Whilst the jewel in Formula One's crown makes for a truly glamorous sponsor-friendly spectacle, it is very much an anachronism in today's safety-orientated era.
We jump into qualifying where it seems that I'm suffering from lack of pace again, and that is a 124.618. That's quite slow, so we will be starting from somewhere in the back.
Hello there. Welcome to Monte Carlo. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just wonderful. Montoya first. Michael Schumacher second. Alonso third. Raikkonen consistently outpaced his championship rival, the Toyota driver. David Coulthard fifth. Button sixth. Antonio Pizzonia seventh. Barrichello eighth. Justin Wilson ninth. Villeneuve 10th. Fisichella 11th. Schumacher 12th. Cristiano D'Amata just got the edge over his teammate. He starts from 13th. Webber 14th. Trulli 15th. Heidfeld 16th. The Toyota driver 17th. Ralph Furman 18th. Jos Verstappen 19th. Heinz-Harald Frentzen 20th.
Here we are on the grid with a remarkably normal lineup, minus Frentzen who got disqualified. I expect this race to be quite interesting and will shortly find out. As we are off, I'm kind of slow off the grid, but we march up towards the Sandevot, and I was about to say that we had a pretty clean start. Clearly that's not the case as we have our first incident. Main thing is that at least we survived turn 1. That's good. Now we only have to survive the rest of them for about 47 more times. As we now come into Casino, I can see the Toyota of D'Amata and the Williams of Montoya. Time for some replays. First we have Jenson Button coming into Sandevot. He pulls to the left, however, Verstappen taps him slightly from behind. And now here we have Montoya coming down into Casino. He goes very wide, so does Coulthard, but Montoya lost his wheel as well. Coulthard only his rear wing, and teammate D'Amata also crashes into the barrier. This is a closer look. Yep, just like Juan Pablo Montoya, he goes wide, hits the wall and loses both his wing and his rear left wheel. That's one hell of a start to the race, and I suspect that there will be many more similar incidents. As I say that, there's already another incident. We have Mark Webber in the Jaguar. He's coming into the chicane, taps the wall to his left, Trulli then collects him, whilst Frentzen drives right into him and loses the front wing of his Sauber. Quite a busy first lap as we come around to complete it. If this is how all laps will look like, then I think I'll be the only one left by the end. However, that wouldn't be fun, so I hope that at least some cars manage to keep themselves out of trouble. After all, I don't want the win to just be handed to me. I want to be able to fight for it, and for that I need the AI to keep it together. But the carnage seems to continue, as we once again come down through Casino. There's a Ferrari stopped as well as a Renault. So here is the BAR of Jenson Button coming down into Casino, just like everyone else, goes wide and hits the barrier, and he's out of the Monaco Grand Prix. And here we have the Ferrari of none other than Michael Schumacher. He comes through the Casino, goes wide, hits the wall, breaks a wheel and a wing, and his engine also seems to start smoking. Then Fernando Alonso comes around and he also crashes into the wall. So what's that, around 5 or 8 retirements by now? I hope that as the numbers drop, incidents will as well. In the meantime, we have some more. Here is Heidfeld in the Sauber, comes down into casino, goes wide, hits the wall, loses a wing and a wheel. The victims are piling up quickly. If this goes on, there really won't be anyone left to race against. As Yarno truly passes me on the outside. How did he do that? And that's probably one of the worst places to try and overtake. Yarno truly, I might have underestimated you. I thought that all you were good at was to hold up other drivers. And there seems to be a bit of a traffic jam on the exit out of the last corner. That lost me quite a lot of time. So let's have a closer look at what happened. They come up through Raskas, then up to Anthony Noguet. Barrichello wants to cut across. Unfortunately for him, there is a barrier in his way, then he crashes into the barrier on the other side. Villeneuve crashes into the Ferrari, and that is more than enough to cause a jam on this very tight circuit. So the number of retirements is rising, whilst the number of race participants is dwindling. As I try to make my way across here, I think that there's less than half the field left by this point, but the retirements keep on coming in one form or another. Oh, okay, that's not a retirement, just an early pit stop for Pizzonia. This might turn out to be the most dramatic Monaco Grand Prix ever in the history of YouTube videos. And I've just realized I haven't talked about my situation in the race at all. I haven't told you what position I'm in or what lap am I on. That's 6th and lap 3. This is now lap 4 and I'm in 4th, following Verstappen through the tunnel, who for some reason decides to slow down. I thought that's the end. That was quite the impact. I'm surprised my car is still intact. What the hell was he thinking slowing down like that? I'd say it's his fault. Oh, so he doesn't have a front wing. Fair enough. In that case, he should have moved to the side and let me through. So I still think it's his fault. Well, now I have to pit in early, which means I'll have to make another stop. The tires might make it till the end, but I still need fuel. Couple that with the fact that I seem to be quite off pace today, it's quite frustrating. But whilst we're pitting, let's have some replays. And here we have Ralph Furman comes out of the tunnel, crashes into Verstappen's Minardi, and loses his front wing and his front right wheel. A few seconds later, Villeneuve appears and crashes into Furman's stricken Jordan. And after a 9.2 second stopper, we are ready to rejoin the race. Pretty good stop from the Toyota team there, as we now run up to Sandevot through this quite annoying pit lane. Yes, I know I don't have to follow this line, but that would take out of the realism, I feel. Anyway, let's see what trouble we can get ourselves into from here. Coming around to finish lap 7, incidents have started to be a little bit less frequent. But as I say that, truly who is behind me hits the wall. Let's check it out. Here we are, coming through Raskas, then up to Anthony Noguet, where Trulli decides that he no longer needs roads, or a front wheel for that matter. Yes, the no roads part is in reference to Back to the Future, one of my all-time favorite movies. Anyway, I'm now in 5th with around 41 laps left to go, and more than half the field is out of the race. As I'm coming up through Raskas on lap 14, Villeneuve tries to imitate Trulli, almost. Villeneuve actually hits the wall twice as opposed to Trulli. What is it with the AI, and their attempt to sneak by where there is absolutely no room? In any case, here is a replay. We come into Raskas, I keep to my line, Villeneuve tries to squeeze through, except there is no room there. Then we come up into the final corner, where he tries to squeeze past again, where there is no room to do so. I don't understand why the AI is so bent on trying to pass you, even going as far as disregarding their own safety, just to try and squeeze through the smallest of gaps. Lap 15 and I was trying to calculate how much fuel I had to take on board once I made my second pit stop. Meanwhile, there's another incident. Here we have Giancarlo Fisichella in the Jordan. He's coming down into Casino, goes wide on the exit, hits the wall, and loses his rear wing. Haven't seen that one in a while. Either way, retirement should stop now. I hope at least. We are now on lap 16 and there's yet another incident. There really are just a handful of cars left on the track, yet it still seems that it is too much. And here we have Ralf Schumacher following the damaged Jordan of Fisichella. They come out of the Nouvelle chicane. Schumacher lines Fisichella up for a pass, but Schumacher hits the barrier with his rear right wheel with enough force to break it off. By this point, it might well be that I'll be the only one left by the end. Unless of course I do something stupid as well. Which could happen. I don't see it past me to do something dumb. Especially at Monaco. Lap 21 and I'm now in third, and wouldn't you know it, there's another incident. Who needs pace when the AI is incapable of driving properly? And here we have the Jaguar of Pizzonia. He comes through Casino, goes wide on the exit, hits the wall and loses his rear wing. That's a pretty standard affair in this race it seems. It used to be that the AI was crashing through the Nouvelle Chicane and through Tabac, but that seemed to change in this mod. Lap 23 and I will be pitting at the end of it, as there's yet another incident. Is anyone even surprised by this point? And here we have Yano Trulli coming through Tabac, goes a bit wide, hits the barrier, loses his rear wing as well as his rear right wheel. And here I am coming in for my second pit stop. There are now only 3 cars left on the track, 17 of them had retired. That's quite the attrition rate. It's just as well since I really seem to be lacking pace today. The car doesn't quite feel right either. It feels a bit floaty. And that's an 8.6 second stopper, and I'd wish that all my stops would be that quick. But yeah, 3 cars left in the race, so unless something happens to the rest of us, this should be a straight race to the flag. I'm not even going to try to catch up to the guys ahead. And here we are coming around through the final 2 corners. Justin Wilson is the unlikely winner of the 2003 Monaco Grand Prix, Villeneuve is second and I am third. And since there are only 3 cars on the track, I'm technically in last. I can't remember right now whether or not we had a race with such high attrition rate. Regardless, that's 6 points in the bag for me. More points means a better chance to advance through the ranks. I want to try and at least finish the season in the top 5, so that's my goal. I don't think I'll be able to make it into the top 3 unfortunately. Anyway, let's see the standings.
At the end of an unbelievable Monaco Grand Prix, here are the final results. Justin Wilson first. Jacques Villeneuve second. The Toyota driver third. With the results confirmed, it's high time we updated the Drivers' Championship. Montoya first.
Montoya is leading the Drivers' Championship with 34 points. D'Amata is second with 28 points. Michael Schumacher and David Coulthard share third with 24 points. I'm in fourth with 23 points. Fifth is Alonso with 20 points. Ralf Schumacher is sixth with 19 points. Kimi Raikkonen is seventh with 16 points. Wilson is eighth with 14 points. Furman ninth with 13 points. In 10th we have Jacques Villeneuve with 12 points. Button is 11th with 7 points. Frentzen shares 12th with Webber with 5 points. Fisichella, Heidfeld, Pizzonia and Verstappen share 13th with 3 points, and Barrichello is 14th with 2 points.
Williams still lead the Constructors' Championship, but with a reduced points advantage. Toyota are second, whilst third place is held by McLaren.
Williams lead the Constructors' Championship with 53 points. Our team second with 51 points. McLaren are third with 40 points. Ferrari fourth with 26 points. Renault fifth with 20 points. BAR are sixth with 19 points. Seventh are Minardi with 17 points. Jordan are eighth with 16 points. And in ninth we have Sauber and Jaguar with 8 points. Well, that wasn't the world's best race by any stretch of the imagination. I did finish in third, but that was pretty much due to all the retirements. I didn't really have any pace. I mean, I was lapped by a Minardi for crying out loud. I know I'm driving a Toyota, but still, it's quite embarrassing. But perhaps my luck will change in the next race, the Canadian Grand Prix, which is probably my most successful track on the calendar. Maybe we can expect my first win of the season there, who knows? And maybe I've just jinxed it and will retire in turn 1, who knows? But we'll sure find out once we get there. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, stay sharp.